Hey everyone, so I'm doing a toy review for the new Rita Repulsa Power Rangers action figure. Hooray, we finally have one. After 18 long years, we finally have a Rita Repulsa as a figure, which is amazing. She comes in this new Samurai Power Ranger set, but she doesn't belong in that set, as all of us that know our Power Ranger history. To tell those that are less knowledgeable about that kind of stuff, they gave us this logo from the last set of Power Ranger action figures to tell that that's the one that she belongs in. My guess is for the delay was the infamous reason of her hair being pointy and because of her battle bra being pointy cones. So that's the reason why I'm guessing that she didn't come out of that set. Oops. Gotta be a little more careful with the camera. But anyway, she's a really good figure. I was really pleased with it, but there was a few detail things that the company missed when they were making her. And if we look at the way she comes in the package, she's got her bracelets on her wrists, which is cool that they added those for her, but they're colored brown like her dress, and they're not supposed to be. They're supposed to be colored gold, as well as her rings on her fingers. You can kind of see a bump there on her thumbs, and those are her rings, like I said, and then her other fingers have them as well. And then on the one that I opened, because I had two of them, I opened one of them and did the detail work on this one. So I painted the bracelets, both bracelets gold with the red jewel that they're supposed to have on the top of them, and then painted her rings gold like they're supposed to be. And then on the staff, what they did is they did it in three colors. They did it in this darker brown on this lower part of it with the brown stick, and then they did the gold ring and then the red orb. And they have all this awesome detail stuff all over it, this whole upper part, but because it's only done in those two main colors, you don't see it at all, which is kind of a shame. So what I did with mine is, as you can see, I did the little black detail stuff here on the upper ring. Then this whole lower part that's originally dark brown, I painted it black. Then went back and did the middle part here in gold, and those two jewels right there I did in blue. And then to break up the black and the brown, I did this little gold piece right there. And I did that on both sides. So it looks like it's complete. Something else that they missed is with her battle bra, she kind of has this black bodice vest thingy that's supposed to be right there, and they didn't do that. They just gave her black cone boobs and the thing that hangs down there in the middle. So on mine that I opened again, I did paint that area in black like it's supposed to be. The collar, as you can see, the one I opened is wearing it and this one isn't, and that's because they were crafty and hid it right there behind the picture. You can see the blue spikes right there, so it's there. She's a complete figure, so don't think when you buy her that it's not there, because it is. It's just behind the picture. And then the collar, it just clips into the back of her neck. There's a hole, and you just kind of push down and push in, and then it clips in there. The collar only originally comes in two colors. It comes in the blue for the spikes, and then this whole disc piece comes in another gold color, which it's not supposed to be, because if you look at the picture, and for those of us that know her design, her collar is black with a gold design. So I painted mine black and then did a gold design with some gold metallic paint. One thing that they actually did do for her, as far as detail stuff goes, is this train here on the back. In the show, if she briefly turned around or was moving really fast, you could see that she had this train. They colored it gray. It's supposed to be white. I'm not going to fix it because I think it looks fine as gray. But it's nice that they added it because it makes her look like it makes her look more like a complete representation of Rita. They also did give her legs and feet, but they're not as long as the dress, which is a good thing, because if they were as long as the dress, she'd probably topple over. And that's something other people have complained about with her, is that the legs weren't as long as the dress. But like I just said, if they were, she'd topple over. So the fact that the dress is longer, I think, helps make her more of a solid stance action figure. Another thing people have complained about with her is that her arms can move up like this, and then her elbow areas can move like that. So so she can do, like, "I've got such a headache," or "I hate those Power Rangers," and then she can do with the wand hand, she can do the "make my monster grow," and she can kind of throw the wand or toss it or whatever. And some other people just don't like these arm movements for her, but I actually do. I think they work really well for her, because those were like the only ones she ever did in the show anyway. So were stuff like this, and then, you know, "make my monster grow." So I think the arm movements work. So, but, you know, whatever, floats your boat, people. I'm not going to fight with you about it. They did give her the gold detailing on her dress, so she does come with the gold detail on her dress, which is awesome, because it's a very intricate design, and it's also on her sleeves as well. Other people that have done videos like this, and other people in general, wonder which version of Rita do we have here, because there were 3 different actresses that played Rita, and then there was one person who did the voice. Now, the one that is pictured here in the corner, that is the second actress that played Rita. That is Carla Perez. The first one was Mishako Soga, who is no longer with us, unfortunately. And then the one that's in the movie, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie with Ivan Ooze, that purple guy, that actress is Julia Cortez, and she's an Australian actress. And the lady who did the voice is Barbara Goodson, and she originally, when she auditioned for the role, did not get Rita, because they told her to do the voice like the Wicked Witch of the West, and then they said it wasn't scary enough, so they fired her, and then they said you could audition again, and then she came back with an angry crow-like voice, which is the one that we have in the show and in the movie, and they hired her back as Rita, so that's awesome that we still got her as Rita for the voice. Overall, I give this figure, if you buy her as is in the package, and even if you open her and you don't do any detail work to her, she's about a 7 out of 10. If you do the detail work to her, she's about a 9 out of 10. Another quick fact before I go is, when a store gets a shipment of these figures, they will get a ton of the Rangers and the other bad guys, but they only get 1 of these Ritas per shipment, which makes her a really rare find and really hard to get. I got really lucky with these 2. This one that I opened and did the detail work to that was missing, I got this one at Meijer for $6.88, and this one that was in the package still I got at Walmart like a half hour later, and that one was $6.98. So Walmart is not cheaper sometimes, even if it is only by 10 cents. So depending on the store, the price varies a little bit, but not too much. She's a great addition to any Power Ranger collection, and if you really loved Rita, you finally have an action figure to show your affection for. So with the Lord Zed that came out in this last series of Rangers right here, she's a little bit shorter, which is okay because girl characters are a little bit shorter anyways most of the time, unless it's Wonder Woman. She's usually taller, but anyway, that's a whole different series and a whole different character. But anyway, other than the pink and yellow Rangers, I think Rita is the only other girl character they've ever come out with in an action figure for Power Rangers. I'm not sure about that, so don't quote me on that, but I think she's the only other girl character they've ever come out with. So all in all, great representation of Rita. If you find her, grab her, because she's probably the only one that a store will have for a while, and she's probably not going to be out there that long. If you can't get her in a store, or if you wait and they stop having her in stores, she's available online. Amazon.com, the cheapest one I found was like $8. On eBay, the price really ranges, but she's available on there too. So great addition. Hope you like this little review about her, and I hope it's helpful. So take care. See you guys.